Everyone, Zeddy here again with yet another March of the Lich King card review, and Big Shaman is back in standard. There's a bunch of cards here that are just kind of ridiculous. I don't know if they'll be good. We'll talk about it, but they are pretty spectacular and, well, they're pretty big. And you know what's big? Our giveaway we got going on of 3 mega bundles, 2 regular pre-orders out of my pocket. All you have to do is like, comment on the video in the description below, subscribe to the channel. Every 1,000 subs until all the cards are revealed by the 26th. We got like till the end of the week, I think Saturday, to try and get to 61K. I will add another mega bundle. So hit that sub button. Yes, that sub button. Make me go broken. Important to note, this card review, I'm going to try and read the cards because our last review, the Priest Legendary, by the way, that shadow spell, it will discover a shadow spell, not from your deck, so it's like infinite value. And by the way, it's been confirmed you can't discount it permanently. Every time you cast it, it will be like, it's like twin spell, basically infinite twin spell. It'll reset the mana cost, so palm reading can't like infinitely discount it, but you know, you can do radiant elemental shenanigans and all of that. But anyways, enough about that. I just felt bad for, you know, it's just classic Zeddy. I can't read. Anyways, let's see how we do this time. So Shaman, Big Shaman, it's getting some stuff here, and well, let's start with pre-science. Oh god, reading already. We're struggling. 4 mana shadow spell. You draw 2 minions, so 4 mana draw 2. We saw that with Demon Hunter, that would draw 2 of your cheapest minions. That didn't work so well, and it got buffed to 3, but there's a bit more to it than that, because for each that costs 5 or more, summon a 2/3 spirit with taunt. So if you're playing big minions, right, you guarantee that you get 2 2/3s with taunt, as well as drawing 2 cards. So you get 4 or 6 of taunt, draw 2 minions. That's pretty damn good. You just need to play a deck that consistently does that. 5 or more, right? So you got to hit 5 or more. You don't want to be playing anything cheaper tar that, but you can play like a Vandar deck and just, you know, hope that you don't hit Vandar and all the other minions. But then again, I wonder how it counts. Like if Vandar has been played and it's discounted the minions already, if it would count. I feel like it wouldn't. So probably not really what the strat you're going to go for. You're just going to want to play big stuff, hope it hits, and get 2 2/3s. And again, Big Shaman hasn't been a strat in standard like ever, really. Like Eureka and all of that, it was barely playable in standard in its time. It's definitely been a wild thing. You got Lightning Bloom nerfed recently, but not in, well, in that deck you don't really want to draw those minions. It's a weird one. It's definitely going to be its own breed. I can't tell if it's going to be a valid archetype. I've looked at the cards a little bit here and they're just weird. They're kind of crazy. It's gonna be hard to figure out if it can come together. I'm not sold on it. I'm really not. But this card can be used for other applications of just drawing cards. There are just not a lot of cards in Shaman that draw for spells. There just isn't. They do have card draw in minion form, but spell form not so much. So I'm gonna give it a 3 just for the fact that maybe you play it in a deck that's pretty heavy curve, but maybe if you don't hit a 2/3 taunt, it doesn't kill you. Like I feel like just the fact that Shaman does not have the most insane draw. Like again, they have like the Dungeoneer card, the draws like a spell and then an elemental, possibly if it's nature. You run Gorlock, the Murloc card that draws, you know, they have clunky draw, and I guess it would fit there. So I'm gonna give it 3 in standard, 3 in wild too, because maybe even probably, actually no, I'll give it 2 in wild. They got better options than this, but overall it just might see play. We'll see. I'm just thinking just for the cycle alone, and yeah, if you're playing a bigger style, yeah, getting the 2/3 spirits with taunt is pretty nice. Next we have the Blight Blood Berserker. So this is one of your big minions. 8 mana, 3/8 undead. This has a lot of keywords on it. It has taunt, it has lifesteal, it has reborn, and it also is death rattle. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy. What an annoying ass card. In arena, holy crap, is this good. And even on ladder, it's not terrible. I mean, if you're attacking into this, you're healing probably a lot. You're probably getting like I don't know. It's probably taking 2 hits at least from minions if it's not getting removed by spells. So that's like 6 healing. Then it comes back as a 3/1. That's another 3 healing. Each 3 damage it does to a random enemy, that's another 3 healing. This could be like a little mini Reno Jackson. That's a really annoying card. Like, again, I don't know what it goes into. I mean, they're trying to make this big shaman thing work, right? Like, you draw this, you get 2/3 taunt, you play this, it's really annoying. Pretty solid. It's, again, arena, this card is like so freaking annoying. And yeah, big shaman deck probably can utilize it. It's just got, every time I've seen a card that has this much stats, this much healing, this much annoyance, typically sees play in some regard. But it is 8 mana, and there isn't a great way of cheating it out other than, well, the card we're going to look at in a bit. But yeah, I don't even know if you want to cheat this out with that card. I'm going to give it an optimistic 3 because, yeah, just having that many effects, that many keywords, it's pretty scary. But I'm probably being a little too generous to these cards, but I just think they're pretty cool. And again, in Wild, where you do have cards like Eureka, you have ways of cheating it out. Is this a card you want to cheat out? Well, you just want to cheat out like Neptulon and Gigantic, stuff like that. And Big Shaman's totally fallen off since the Bloom nerf. I'll give it a 3 for Big Shaman and Wild, but I'm being, no, you know, I gotta give it 2. I'm sorry, it's just overly optimistic for being a playable Wild. There's just like, it's Wild. Like, do you really care? You're gonna get Shadow Madness and it'll be really sad, right? Like that would be terrifying. We have the legendary that goes with, well, it's a big legendary, it's a big boy, Overlord Drakuru, a 9 mana 6/8 rush Wind Fury. After this attacks and kills a minion, resurrect it on your side. So this is a big guy, and you know, with 8 health and 6 attack, he's likely to be able to kill 2 things. And then not only do you kill it, but it gets, you know, brought back with full health on your side. It's 9 mana. Like, it's 9 mana. It requires, you know, your opponent to be playing stuff on board that's worth bringing back. Insane arena card, absolutely game-breaking arena card. If you could cheat this out reliably and it's decent, you know, it's pretty good. But there's, again, I can't think. You gotta let me know in the comments below. Is there a great way to cheat this out? I can't think of it. And it's so slow. 9 mana just to kill stuff and get a few things back, but it stays on the board, possibly as a threat. It's decent. I feel like this is a card you're gonna love evolving into, you know? It's like, it's going to be a shaman card one way or the other. You're gonna evolve into it. It's just, even as like the payoff for big shaman, it's so slow. At least like this draws 2 cards, right? Gives you 2 taunts. This gives you life steal and healing and can deal damage to enemies and all of that. This is just like, it can kill stuff and bring it back. I'm not sold. I'm giving this a 2 out of 5 in standard, a 2 out of 5 in Wild. Wild, you can like cheat it out a lot more reliably with Eureka, Ancestor's Call and all of that, but still, like, killing minions and getting them back in Wild just doesn't matter nearly as much. So it's a really cool card. I just not sold on it being playable, unfortunately. And then lastly, this is the card that cheats things out, but it's 10 mana from the other side. 10 mana, shadow spell, summon a copy of each minion in your hand. So if you're holding 7 minions, you get all of them. That is a lot of minions. However, they attack random enemy minions, not enemies. That'd be, you know, probably be pretty good if it was enemies. You'd probably murder your opponent, then die. So this is like, you know, the big stuff, right? So you can pull this out and it kills stuff and it might resurrect things, I guess. Board space might be a bit of an issue. You can cheat it out. You can cheat this out and it'll attack, give you life steal, it'll come back as a 3/1 and the 3 damage will happen. That's pretty good. And you know, you can play big death rattles like an owl, right? Deal 8 damage. Whatever taunts that summon more taunts and things like that. It's like a big death rattle card that could be really good, but it's 10 mana. That's something to be very wary of, especially in a meta where, at least right now, where like Thief Rogue's really popular, you get counterspelled and things like that. Gotta build your deck very specific to take advantage of this. And again, no great way of cheating it out that I can think of. You have Kael'thas in Wild that you can cheat out this for 1 mana. that can be pretty busted. And overall, I'll just say, I'll tweeted this already about the card. I cannot wait to see how Mark kills people with it. I am just, again, not entirely sold that this will be some great meta impactful card. I will give it a 2 out of 5 in Standard and Wild, but I do think people will have a lot of fun with this card. And again, Mark, I can't wait to see the OTKs. They will be spectacular. So, Big Shaman, getting a bunch of cards so far in Standard. I'm definitely not sold on their validity, but I think they're pretty damn cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And there will be one last card dump later today, late tonight at 10 o'clock. So like in 10 hours, I will make a review for that. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully, Warrior gets a little bit more help, because so far it's looking pretty rough. But I think Alkali said they're going to be pretty spicy, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends. I almost forgot my line, just like I forget how to read cards all the time.